something really cool? Watch. But thanks to the exposure of magic secrets in the mass media, and the schizophrenic attitude among many magicians that it's okay to fool people as long as you don't lie to them, magic has begun to lose much of its former mystique.
I view mentalism as mind reading. You might not call it that, you might use a different explanation for what you're doing, but that's what it is. It's going into somebody else's mind, either reading it or influencing it. A mentalist is allowed to be wrong. Being right all the time actually kills your credibility if you're trying to come across as a real mind reader. Mentalism is a lot more than opening up your books and finding things with a mental flavor and putting some tricks together and getting up and doing them. The most effective stuff is done one-on-one, close up. You'll notice most of my stage routines, I joke around a lot. In my books, my close-up routines are very, very serious, and they all simulate actual psychic testing. There's a reason for that. That's where I'm making my reputation. That's where I'm potentially booking a show. On stage, you have a greater cross-section of people to deal with. So you have to appeal all of them. Some of them could care less what you're doing. You got people drunk in the back of the room and everything like that. And once you know how they think, you know how to deal with their thinking. I can convince any skeptic that what I'm doing is real. I'll tell you how. I know what his mindset is. His mindset is that if he has a logical or reasonable explanation for what he's just seen, he will accept that. He's applying the well-known scientific principle, Occam's razor, the simplest explanation is the best explanation. And he's accepting that. Now, if I give him the explanation, and it's reasonable, he will accept that.
Very clean. This was probably one of the earliest billet switches. Once again, there it is. Now watch, as I pass from hand to hand, I simply exchange the positions of the billets, bringing the second one into view of the right hand. Just a gesture like that does the switch. Now watch, this is an extremely deceptive switch. Probably the most deceptive of the switches. That's it. It looks simply like you're creasing the billet. An outgrowth of the medium switch. The spectator's billet is impaled on the switchblade. Watch the right hand remove it, later in the routine of course, and then the switch is made. The mentalist, me in this case, holds the envelope in his left hand, shows it on both sides, and then allows the spectator to sign it across the flap before sealing it. That's it. The switch is done. And here it is from close up. Apparently the billet is just pushed forward like so. You know what bothers me? There are no mentalists, or very few anymore, who claim to read minds. It's gotten to be very fashionable to claim highly developed normal senses as the source of the so-called power. To say to the audience sort of, either outright or implicitly, anyone could do this if they develop their minds properly. They think that's a more honest approach. Actually, it's very dishonest if you think about it, because they're lying. It's not a development of their natural, normal powers that anyone can do. But more important, when one claims that these are simply normal powers, the challenge that's implicit in the mind-reading claim is gone.